Hello, Emma from Team Living Your Dream, and today 7-minute success secrets. I'm going to be putting it sort of all together and about the 3 personality types we've been talking about. I'm still in Florence, as you can see. In fact, I feel a bit like a tourist guide taking you around a tour of Florence the past few days. Behind me is the lovely cathedral, absolutely stunning. It's a little bit noisy here. So, I'll apologise in advance for the cars going past. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning and everybody's setting up and going to work. So it is a little bit noisy. But we shall crack on anyway. So we've been talking about your personality DNA and the various personality types, the warriors, the settlers and the nomads, who all have very different characteristics. But the truth of the matter is you probably have elements of all 3. You will have leanings towards 1 or 2 in particular, but there will be elements of all 3 in there. And what we can do is there's 2 things. Is when you can understand yourself, you can learn to become aware of which personality type is in control and is that appropriate for the situation. For example, if we take a nomad and a warrior, for example. Now, the nomad warrior, if you've got a nomad warrior combination, I'm going to completely contradict myself here, is that they clash. They are very contradictory personality types, but they are the perfect combination to do something like online marketing. And I tell you why. It's like the warrior personality type is the one that has the attention to detail, the staying power, will work through a problem, through thick or thin, if their goal is the other side. They have trouble with the flexibility of mind, of seeing a different way when their way is not working. Rather than question themselves, they will tend to blame the process or the system or the product or the customer or something else, rather than look to themselves to change. The nomad, on the other hand, is the one with the entrepreneurial flair that loves to get things going, but their problem is staying power. Once things get difficult, rather than do what the warrior does and work through it, their mind is so flexible and so quick that they are just off in another direction. Now imagine if you could put those 2 together, and that is going to be perfect for helping you work around a problem. When your nomad tendencies or your warrior stubbornness kick in and go, well, this isn't working, I'm off to find something else. If you can remember those points, sorry, it's very noisy here. When that kicks in, if you can remember that about you, and you have a tendency to do that, and you can settle down again, because it's just accepting that that's part of my personality, let's do something different. Humans are very habitual, and we will get into behaviour patterns in particular. Now, if you have a strong nomad personality, or you lean towards that side, you have probably gone through a pattern through your life at doing something for a couple of years. 2-3 years is sort of a bit of a nomad's maximum before they get bored. And then you've gone off in another direction, or you've left that job for one reason or another. Nomads can be a bit of a drama queen. So, it might happen, something happens in the job and you've had it all and you're off in search of pastures new. And if that's happened to you on a cycle repeatedly, it's probably time to do something different. I'm sure you've heard the old Einstein quote, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And I know for myself, certainly, I did that in the IT industry for years. I stayed in the IT industry, but every few years I was moving jobs. Now, the time I was in the IT industry, it was around all the millennium time. So it was very lucrative, it was very easy. I was in sales, I was in demand, and I'd get headhunted. But what I didn't realise I was doing was I was only getting to a certain level, then things would get a little bit tough, or they'd started going wrong or whatever. And I knew that there would be another company down the road that I could just go and join just like that. And so I got into this repeated cycle. And I kept hitting a ceiling and doing that again. It didn't make, I was successful to a level, but it didn't make me as successful as I could be. I was never reaching my potential because I was bailing before the time. Now, if I'd known what I know now then, and I had just settled down and used my warrior side of the character to go, right, we've hit this point. I know what I'm like. I know what I'm likely to do. Let's find another way around it, and use that warrior's great skill of being able to take instruction. Nomads are very rebellious, and they, if you tell a nomad to do something a particular way, they'll go, "Why do I have to do it like this? I can do it this way," and they'll do it a completely different way. Whereas a warrior will either make a very firm decision of either to follow what they're told to do and take instruction, or they'll go completely the opposite way, and they will decide, no, I know better than this, and they will insist on doing things their own way. When you're in a new business or a new job, doing things your own way, if you weren't as successful as you wanted to be before, it's like, why are you repeating it? Perhaps you could learn something new, and that's where warriors have to sort of like step back and just learn from the nomad's quick ability to learn new things. But when it comes to being able to sit down and take instruction and do what you're told, warriors, when they decide to do that, are very good at that. So where you've got these two conflicting personality types within you, in particular a warrior and a nomad, although in many respects they are very opposite. And the warrior, if you've got nomad and you meet a warrior will be very frustrated by the nomad, because they just won't do what they're told. And a warrior expects somebody to do what they're told to do because they know better and they're taking instruction. So if you've got these two very conflicting personality types within you, if you can learn to channel the best attributes from each one and know when to use the appropriate personality, which one is best suited to which job, then you're unstoppable. That's when you can reach your potential. In this, warriors don't take risks. Nomads do. In this business and in online marketing, you need an element of following your faith and belief to just go with it. The warrior will work through it and make it happen. So that's why you need both. If you're pure warrior, you'll never do it. You'll stay safe. You'll stay within a company. You won't step outside that comfort zone. Nomads love stepping outside your comfort zone. So you can see there's a bit of each in there. And rather than just saying, "Oh, this isn't me, I can't do this," or blaming something else, is take a step back and question yourself, and ask if there's another way, and find another way of doing things, learn from other people. Just quickly, I haven't talked much about the settler personality type. It's quite deliberate, really, because if you have a strong settler personality, find a nomad or a warrior to work with. You will steady and calm both of them. But working on your own in your own business and online company is going to be tough. If you have a warrior or nomad to pair up with, and if you are a warrior or a nomad and you can find, or you have a settler in your life, you can do this, brilliant. You balance each other's personalities. The settler will calm you down and be able to just take instruction and take instruction from a warrior, which a warrior loves, giving instruction and having somebody else. You'll also be able to do the more routine tasks that a nomad just can't settle down and do. They haven't got time for doing. So work with somebody. That's my best advice for a settler. And for warriors and nomads, find one to be with. Settlers make good partners for everybody, for all the personality types. The only one to watch if you're a settler is another settler, because neither of you want to make a decision, and that can go round in circles a little bit. No, you make the decision. No, I'll go along with what you do. You do make the decision, and that sort of thing. So there we go for today. That's sort of the conclusion of the warriors, settlers, nomads. There is no one personality type that is perfect. There's no one personality type that is the best one to have. It's channeling all your personality types in the appropriate moment, and being able to work with it rather than blindly go around in circles that haven't worked for you before. So I'm off to the UK today, later today, and to see friends and family for Christmas, because at the moment, I don't know when you're watching this, but it's about 10 days to go till Christmas. So I'm off to the UK for a few days before I go back home to the sunshine of Gozo. So I will see you soon. Bye.